This is the mighty OB'a Freeman once again here on the weekly sports update on clbTV and 1080 AM WUFO and the internet at www.wufam.com. Once again, the Buffalo Bills have gone into their bye week with a winning record. We have said it from the beginning that this team is on a march towards the playoffs. There are a few concerns that we do have. Going into the bye week, I hope Kelsay and his staff begin to look at the amount of yards they're beginning to give up. They're also giving up some big plays. Though this defense is one of the most opportunistic defense in the NFL, you cannot live and die by just your takeaways. You have to be able to stop teams when you need to stop them to win games. The games that the Bills have had trouble with is trouble stopping teams when that defense needs a stop. This is something we have not seen all year, and hopefully before the end of the year we start seeing this defense become a defense that can rise to the occasion and stop a team when it needs to stop a team. You can't always depend on your offense to win every game, and you cannot always depend on your turnovers. Some of the stellar play at the first part of the season before the break, you must look at Drayton Florence and George Wilson and Jarius Byrd, Brian Scott, and the rest of the defensive backs. The defensive back unit has played exceptionally well. If we can get more consistency out of our front seven, this could be a very good defense. I think something the Buffalo Bills need to change over the break is the benching of Shawne Merriman. Shawne Merriman has not showed up this year. Once again, he's hurt. I think you need to go with your young guy. Arthur Moats needs to start, and Danny Batten needs to start at the other outside linebacker. I think if you're going to give up yards, give it up with your young guys so they can become better. Veteran guys like that aren't going to become better. Kelsay needs to be moved as an inside rusher on the defensive line. He is not an outside linebacker, never has been. He's a defensive end in a 4-3 defense, and he needs to be put into a situation of only specialty play. Kyle Williams has been injured all year. You're not getting good play out of him. You need to put Terrell Troop, Alex Carrington, and Kellen Hurd in this defensive line rotation so we can get better play out of our defensive fronts. This is what really needs to be done to get this defense a little bit more competitive. Too many yards are being given up. Too many big plays. You got to go with your young guys. Take these veterans out of the game where you're not getting the production you had hoped for. Shawne Merriman, we all hope for the production out of him. It's not happening. Shawne, I'm sorry. I loved you as a player, but at this stage of your career, I think it is over. Hey, we're going to see you again next week right after the break. We're going to be talking more about the Buffalo Bills as they come out of the bye week heading to Toronto. The Toronto series continues in the Rogers Center as they take on the upstart Washington Redskins in a vital, another NFC East opponent at a vital time during the Bills season as they make a march towards their first playoff appearance in more than 10 years. That's all for me, the mighty OB'a. We'll see you next week right here on clbTV. You can catch me on Facebook and follow me on Twitter as we begin our march towards the playoffs, watching the Buffalo Bills make that move again. First time in 10 years, the Bills begin to march towards the playoffs. I'm the mighty OB'a. We'll see you next week.